I went with my wife to the movie theater. We had purchased the tickets before. And on the way, it was a beautiful summer night, beautiful lush weather. And I was telling her, do you really want to go to the movies? Why don't we just sit on the lake and watch the sunset? Wouldn't that be nicer than sitting in a dark room right now? And she said, well, I'd love to do that too, but we purchased those tickets already. They cost $20, and we're going to lose the $20 if we do that. And that is a classic mistake we always fall into, and it's called the sunk cost fallacy. The $20 have been spent already. They should not have any say in what decision we take now. It's non-recoverable expense. So we should just take this moment and say, do I really want to go to the movie right now, or do I want to sit on the lake and watch the sunset? The $20 should not play a role at all. But we see this very often, that non-recoverable expenses, stuff we have already invested, somehow creep up to us. We have a big project, a marketing project, or a branding initiative, and we see it's going nowhere at all. But we tell ourselves, but we've invested so many millions already in this campaign, we can't just stop right now. Or you are in a company that you don't like. You want to make a career move, you think about it, you actually should switch, but then you say, well, I've invested so many years with this company, I can't just leave right now. The Vietnam War was a great example of this. When it became clear that the US can't win the war, they should have stopped. But voices from the government said, no, we've incurred so many losses, we've incurred so many dead bodies, we owe it to these dead bodies and their families that we continue on fighting. But realistically, that is a sunk cost fallacy. Look at it. These dead bodies are non-recoverable. They should not play a role. We should only say, at this moment, does it make sense to continue the war, or does it not make sense to continue the war? So this creeps up a lot of time, the sunk cost fallacy. My wife purchased shoes, beautiful stilettos. They were very expensive. And one night we wanted to go out, and I saw that it hurt. And she actually said, they hurt very much. I'm like, well, why do you wear them if they hurt? And her answer was, I spent 500 euros on these shoes. And I asked her, would it make a difference if these shoes had only cost $50 or euros or 10 euros, or if they had been free? She said, of course that would make a difference. I would not wear them. I would probably throw them away. See, that's a sunk cost fallacy. The 500 euros were spent. Now take now and look forward. Does it make sense to hurt yourself in these shoes or not? Whether they cost 500 euros or 5 or 0 should not play a role. That's the sunk cost fallacy.